ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, we're in the same room recording a podcast. I'm Tasker.
I'm Adam.
And today we're bringing you one of the greatest movies that we just did watch. Literally.
We capped that movie off.
Less than 12 hours.
No pun intended. Probably, let's see. At this time, it's like what? 11? Noon? Is it noon?
It's around noon.
Okay, well, so exactly about 8 hours ago.
Yeah. We
finished this movie up at 4 a.m.
We did.
And it was definitely worth the fucking starting it at midnight. Was it about midnight 1?
Yeah, I think it was about 12:30 because
the amount of excitement that I had during it kept me up all night.
I had 15 minutes into Middle Earth, but
yeah, but we tried, people. We really tried. I tried. He showed up, fucking got down here like midnight. I already had it up there. HBO Max.
It's just Max now.
They're adding HBO to it.
I thought it was just Max.
They're redoing it.
Is it HBO Max?
Yes.
Now? Oh, I thought.
We're back. HBO.
Okay,
like,
HBO
we got to
Max
get our name
back.
out there.
Okay.
So, HBO Max has the entire extended trilogy of both The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. So, we was going straight into it. You got The Fellowship of the Ring. So, we started the first 15 minutes of it. For someone that felt like it was an hour already into it.
Yeah. The woman never stopped narrating. Just kept on going.
So,
and going. And going.
Listen, all of us would know the monologue and the opening to one of the greatest trilogies of all time.
Listen, I will say this. Even back in 2001, CGI looked better than what we just did watch.
Yeah, I mean, a ton of it was practical. So...
But if you haven't picked up on it now, the movie that we are reviewing is Captain America, Brave New World.
Yes, I did go to the theaters and watch it, well, because there's obvious reasons. If you've listened to the previous 3 years of podcasting, you'll know that I do not like Anthony Mackie. I'm not a big fan of him. I don't think he's a great actor. I just don't think he does anything very well.
No. Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's...
Motherfucker smiled through the entire Captain America movie.
Well, he liked being Captain America.
He was a happy son of a bitch. Like,
it took him about 10 years to get it, so...
the world's falling apart. And the whole time he's like...
I'm having a good time. We're having a good time.
And what's sad is, like, we did that first 15 minutes of Lord of the Rings. And then we went into Captain America. And the first 15 minutes of Lord of the Rings was better than the entire Captain America movie.
It was. I mean...
Memes ruined a lot of the first 15 minutes of Lord of the Rings.
It did. The internet.
So, like... It's... Anyways. This movie is terrible. There's no beat around the bush. Like, it was just...
FOR or FO.
Damn, the motherfucker already forgot about it. What the fuck is the FOFR?
Just gonna hit him with the score.
1. It got a 1 because Harrison Ford was still, he got him the 1 point. Harrison Ford got him the 1 point.
I'm trying to think. I'm going over again. I'm just make sure my score is. I think I'm probably sitting at 2.
I can justify my score, and I'm getting ready to.
I'm saying a 2. I'm sitting at a nice little even 2.
1. All the choreography for the fight scenes, absolutely blocky. It was the most non-transitioning fight scenes I've ever seen in my life.
You didn't like that?
It was like, just for the defense of this, after that movie ended, we went back and hit all the highlights of the Marvel MCU.
Great movie.
Great. Like, yeah, Infinity War, Civil War,
the battle
Endgame. Yeah. So, went back and hit those just to look, and I think 100% it's Anthony Mackie.
Oh yeah.
Because Chris Evans, when he was done Captain America and stuff, it was so fluid, and like,
well, that's what
the facial expressions and
the suit doesn't fit Anthony Mackie. The suit looks too like blocky on.
Yeah, just
like he's got a Michael Keaton aspect to it.
Everything didn't flow. It looked like everybody was struggling.
Everyone was struggling. And then we saw, we caught the one that really,
oh no.
This Sidewinder, or whatever the serpent was, caught the shield with his forearms by laying it on top of the shield.
Yeah, he just stopped it.
Just stopped,
hella good forearms.
I know.
There was so much stuff like that throughout this whole movie. Like, when he's fucking driving in the car, and his aviators ain't even on his ears.
I know. Listen, aviators go over the ear.
So he had, like, the curved part, and it was sitting on top of his ear.
Yeah, well, not even around his ear. It was like...
And you noticed that after, I noticed the seatbelt in the car. Like a seatbelt. Everyone realizes a seatbelt goes over your shoulder, right? It's called a shoulder belt. It cuts across and goes in. So, this motherfucker, this is telling you, no practical people watch this movie when it's being edited.
Oh, yeah.
That knows anything. I'm not saying I know everything, stuff, but I know practical. And when you're sitting in the car and the shoulder belt is below your shoulder,
yeah,
because the adjustment is down for I have a fucking 5 foot tall person, and you're just got a headshot going down the road of the seatbelt below your shoulder.
Oh yeah.
And then you notice your glasses is not actually on your head. Who the fuck goes back and watches this? This is what I'm saying.
Now, I feel like people are, if they're watching this, they're going, man, they're nitpicking a lot. No, that's just how bad the movie was.
There's not nitpicking it when it's the fucking main screen. That's all you see.
You see Anthony Mackie's face, and I saw the aviator. I'm like...
Now, nitpicking it would be that they drove an electric Hummer across the United States when we all know from the news, if you watch anything, that electric Hummer, if not broken down, had a solid 200 miles of range. That means from when they left the first location to ending up at that base in, I think it was Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah, it was Virginia, because when it popped up, I looked at you like, wait a minute.
Typically, I don't know what would have been maybe a 10-hour trip. There's 3 days for them. Because it wasn't a straight line to the location. Yeah. It was charging station, charging station, charging station, charging station, charging station.
We got to think, too, they left it on that night when they left.
Yeah, right.
Picked up the shield out of the front of the trunk.
Yeah, just left the front open, left all the doors, left everything. It looked like a space shuttle sitting out in the middle of the woods. They were trying to be sneaky. And there's a fucking space shuttle out in the middle of the woods glowing. And that one's like, hey, that's not suspicious. Nah. I just did... the story...
They wanted to capture Winter Soldier story again. That government Hydra type deal with the leader, though. They wanted to try to capture that feel.
Yeah, and if you guys aren't familiar with the leader, they brought him back from the second Incredible Hulk.
Yep, one with Edward Norton.
Was Edward Norton, and he was the one who was trying to help him get rid of being the Hulk. And then you remember, the gamma dropped on his head, and it slowly started making his head swell.
Yep.
That's where we remember him from, the actual good Hulk, when he was fighting the Abomination. The actual good Abomination.
I like the design of this newer Abomination. If you had the design back in the 2008 one, it'd be great.
Yeah, with how he acted.
Yeah.
I agree, because old Fish Ears there is how he was supposed to be.
How he's supposed to look.
But I need him to be the Abomination.
Yeah, not, hey guys, I'm going to sip on some tea.
You guys want to see something cool? It's okay, I'm a normal guy.
And that's what, the leader didn't even call himself the leader. They had a perfect opportunity, and they missed it. He goes, I'm called
George.
The hero.
Yeah.
The leader. It's right there.
So... I do give him props by one. Comes from Harrison Ford's character. And they did do the Red Hulk sort of justice. He was a monster. He was Hulk.
Yeah, I think they should have built that a little bit more with him trying to struggle. I feel like a lot of stuff happened off screen.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We should have had at least a Hulk movie between.
Yeah,
somewhere to explain something.
Yeah, because what's it? The news reporter's like, when did they become red?
Yeah, it's a red one.
Yeah, that's all I quoted when we was watching it. Oh God, it's a red one. We don't fight the red ones.
I mean, yeah, that's right. I mean, Harrison Ford's really the only good thing out of it.
Yeah, obviously he's a good actor. His character was solidly done. When he turned into the Red Hulk, it was fine. A lot of the unbelievableness. Again, I know, like he said, everybody's going to say we're nitpicking it just because, like, and they address it throughout the entire movie that Anthony Mackie's Captain America is not a super soldier.
Yep.
Because he's like, I should have took this hero. Should have took it when he's getting his ass kicked. He's like, I should have took this hero. But, I mean, he's got to thank all of Wakanda for being alive.
Oh, yeah.
Because his little vibranium shielded wings and stuff is...
His whole suit.
Yeah. Even with, like, you watching Captain America and Winter Soldier series and him throwing the shield and learning how it ricochets, the only way that thing ricocheted is because it was through with immense strength from Captain America because he was a super soldier.
Yeah.
So, between the type of metal it was and him throwing it is how it ricocheted.
Yeah. Which doesn't mean, like, in the show, it shows him learning to control, like, help control and figure out the moves and stuff. But I still feel like...
I feel like if I went out and grabbed my trash can lid and fucking wanged it as hard as I could at my neighbor, it's not coming back.
It's not going to come... No, it's not going to come back. But, like, I think what they should have done with this is they should have... Cat 4 should have came out shortly after Endgame. They shouldn't have done a show. They should have done Brave New World, and it's him becoming Captain America, and they're doing that, and then you could have like Bill, because everyone in the movie, like in Brave New World, like, oh look, it's Captain America, and I'm like, this is the first time we've seen him as Captain America, because even in the show he's Falcon.
Yeah.
Until the very end.
Like, that's a whole cringy part of the whole movie too, is the response everybody's giving Captain America.
Yeah.
It's like campy. It's Captain America.
Well, I mean, that's how the first one was in the but that was like 40s, right? How he's doing that show.
Right. It was the 40s. We just seen the actual Steve Rogers save the world.
True.
I don't think the world, like you said, realized. Yeah, yes, they did too, because he went back in time and stayed there.
Yeah.
So that world knew Captain America.
Yeah.
They knew him all the way up to I don't know if they know he died.
Well, see, did he know he was Captain America when he went back in time?
Yeah, I think he stayed Captain.
I don't think he stayed Captain.
You don't think he still policed the world?
Nah.
Bullshit.
When he went
He's
back in
fucking
time,
Captain America.
When he went
you
back
think
in
he's gonna
time,
sit there? There's fucking terrorists happening. And he's like, God, I can't.
Yeah, he just watched it all happen. Every major event, he's just like,
he's like, oh look, the Andy Griffith show. Like,
he starts listening to it, and he's just like, I love it.
What do you think he left it to Isaiah?
No, he's just letting all that happen.
Did fucking Isaiah exist?
Yeah.
If Cap was still around?
Yeah, because old Cap showed up and gave Anthony Mackie the shit.
But Cap went back, so that means the government had Cap through all that time. Would they experimented and made Isaiah? If they had the OG Cap?
Well, see, you gotta remember, Peggy thought he was dead, so when he came back in the 70s.
Did he? I thought he went back in the 40s.
No, because he had to come back in the Return of the Stone where they took it, and they took it back in the 70s. Because that's when old Tony Stark met his dad, when he's getting ready to have a son.
I thought that was like the 60s.
60s or 70s.
Because Peggy was still younger.
Yeah.
If she was in her 20s in the, 50s or 40s?
40s is when
Then she'd been an older woman in the fucking 60s.
About 40. And Cap was about 40. Because you got to think he was...
Yeah, because they were signing up
some,
for World War II,
yeah,
basically.
he's about 20-some, got frozen, then he's been out in the real world, like now, for some years.
Yeah, because he went back.
So he just lived a normal life with her.
But doesn't that mean that the other Cap is frozen in ice?
Yes, there's 2 Captain Americas back in that time period at the same time. But old Cap grows up, watches everything happen, but the other one gets that timeline. Back to the Futures type stuff.
Yeah.
This is where you start getting
right, because then we don't need Anthony Mackie. We got forever living Steve Rogers.
Yeah, but Steve Rogers...
Motherfucker comes back out of the ice and says, give me my goddamn shield.
This is mine. So that Cap is in like that loop, if you think about it.
Forever?
Yeah, if you think about it. Like, that's his... Comes out of the ice, comes to Endgame, goes back in time, and then lives back through again, dies.
So he's stuck in the infinite loop.
Yeah, you can look at it that way. Yeah.
Anyways, so back to the movie. Yeah, other than that, everyone, the Brown team acting, terrible. The Learner, terrible.
The Learner? You mean Falcon?
The Learner.
Falcon?
The Learner. I'm not calling him the leader.
Oh.
I'm calling him the Learner.
Listen, that design for the leader was terrible.
Yeah, I thought he was the fucking lizard from Spider-Man.
They'd shown concept. Like, they had him with the full comic accurate head and everything.
Yeah.
And they filmed stuff with it. And then they went...
He was Megamind.
Nah.
He was a green Megamind.
That might have been why they... I don't know. That's just... Like, I've seen a lot of people say...
His lazy eye was screwing with me.
Yeah. Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, right. I'm like, oh my god.
This should... I mean, like, I've seen people talk about it like this should have been a Hulk movie.
Probably,
and
yeah.
You should have had Bruce... Because, like, the leader just didn't care about Bruce Banner no more. Bruce
Right.
Banner turned him into this.
Right.
Think about it.
Well, sort of.
I mean, if Bruce Banner didn't come to
He
him...
went to him to try to get
out of it.
being the Hulk.
And then all this happened.
But he didn't do that to him.
Well, I mean... No.
Ross did that to him.
I blame Bruce Banner. You got it in me. And then Ross amplified it. And then I think, like, Rhodey, like how we talked about, Rhodey should have been in it.
I think the best part of the whole thing is Ross is like, we need to form the Avengers. But see, we know the new Avengers ain't got fucking Captain America in it. So he missed out again on being in the Avengers.
This is before.
Right.
Thunderbolts is after.
Right.
So, I mean...
They still didn't let him in.
I know.
They put together a group and
Well, they got
Captain America was like, hey guys, you got room for one more? And Bucky's like, nah, man, they got me. We got the actual Captain America.
Well, they got 3 Captain Americas if you think about it. They got Bucky, the old Captain America, U.S. agent, and then you got the Russian Captain America.
Yeah, the Red Guardian.
So you got 3 of them right there. They don't need a 4th. 4's too many.
Who's seen the old guard?
Huh?
Who's the old guard?
The old guard.
The old Captain America. You say Isaiah?
No, U.S. agent. So you didn't watch Falcon and Winter Soldier.
No, I didn't. I can't do it because I don't like Anthony Mackie.
So in the show, they had a Captain America in it, and that was
So they said there
Wyatt Russell.
Oh yeah, he's in the Avengers.
He's in the show.
He's in the new Avengers.
Yeah, he's in the new. Yeah.
So they got 2 Captain Americas in the new Avengers.
Yeah.
They don't got room for a third one.
Yeah, so that's what
Makes fucking sense. Because they said there was 5 super soldiers. In that.
That's right. He is one. Duh.
Yeah. So
him. You got him, Isaiah, Bucky. So you got 3 more out there.
2 more.
Not 3 more.
Isaiah.
Bucky said there's 5 more out there. He wasn't counting himself. If he's counting himself, he would have been like 4 more.
So Isaiah, Bucky, that fucking guy you just said.
Yeah.
The Red Guardian, and then Steve Rogers.
You can say. Because they haven't said if Steve is dead in this universe.
Is he dead?
Yeah, I don't think he's dead.
What's he in a retirement home?
Probably.
He's fucking watching this on the news.
He's watching this going, God!
Yeah, he's him out there doing his block punching. And he's like, Jesus.
Can I not teach him right? No, because I feel like if they would have killed Steve Rogers, I think that would have been like at the beginning of Captain America, like a movie or something. That would be a big.
So you're saying he's just old? They just send him off into
I think he's just walking around. He's probably playing chess or something. Maybe building puzzles.
Maybe moving on to Lego sets.
Maybe. But
yeah, but now we know that he's not a new Avenger. They didn't let him in, and I can understand why. If they watched that performance on TV, the rest of the Avengers.
Well, the chick Val, I think that's her name, who assembled it, was like, nope.
Anyways, don't waste your time with this movie.
No.
It's just the bottom line. Just don't. I can't even tell you, like, if you're bored, throw it on. Pick something else. Almost literally anything else.
It's not even good for background.
No, it's not. Because there's not a part in it where I was like, wow.
I think the only part, with Harrison Ford when he's, like, trying to change, like, when he's in the submarine. That was a cool moment, like...
The only cool moment in the whole thing,
been...
we seen it in the preview. Where he grabs Cap shield when he's fighting him and just fucking spikes it into the ground. That was probably the coolest part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is that fight scene where he throws it and he's like, give me stupid. Throws it in the fucking, sticks it in the ground.
Yeah, that's about it.
And then, of course, when, he's laying there and regular agents move the asphalt off the top of Anthony Mackie's.
Well, you didn't like that?
Right, because you can just lift complete blocks of asphalt off someone and they're perfectly fine.
There's about 5 of them.
It was one guy grabbed off a sheet of asphalt. And they're like, are you okay? He's like, is it dead? Then he stands up and he's like, no.
So that's where I'm always waiting for that moment of, like, Hulk coming up. Sun's getting real low.
I know. That's the other part that was just... Because the thing that calmed him down was the...
Cherry blossoms.
Cherry blossoms and the thought of walking with his daughter, yeah. Sun's getting real low, big guy. I just... And he's not healing, like the vibranium.
Oh yeah, Red Hulk wasn't healing. Like,
yeah, he could stab him with it. I mean,
that might be something. I don't know. I really don't know Red Hulk in the comics.
I don't either. Maybe so, vibranium's his kryptonite.
Maybe, but still, I feel like Hulk just fought stuff like that.
Right, and he pulls out all those little feathers,
yeah,
except for the one that he left in his stomach.
Yeah, don't see that.
That he
Cap's like
pressed him. I just, dude.
Yeah, don't waste your time. And if you went to the movies and watched this, I'm sorry.
Right. Disney owes you at least a free month of streaming. Because
of a different streaming service, not.
Here's the thing. I just don't understand it. We wouldn't cost that much money. They wouldn't have to pay us, like, a whole lot to pre-screen this movie.
No.
In the editing stage.
Yeah. I do.
Like, you wouldn't have... we could sit in the room with the editors
and start pointing stuff out,
and just be like, listen, this is stuff we need to fix. Because as much as I hate to admit it, James Gunn did that with the new Superman coming.
He did.
Like, he released those fucking trailers and everybody started shitting on it, and he just started cutting stuff out.
Yeah, he fixed it. Superman gets his head hit with a brick, his eyes blinks, gone.
Yeah.
Keeps his eyes open.
It was like, why would he get hit with a brick and feel it? Like, that's a good point. Fixed. And then, like...
And then him flying his eyes...
Yeah,
that's not even in the scene.
Right.
Not even in the movie.
I give him props when he went back and started fixing the stuff. People were like... Because, regular people was watching it, pointed this stuff out, and then I just think they overlook it in directing and...
Yeah, they're not.
And editing.
They're not paying attention.
And I think when people pointed it out, Gunn was literally watching it himself and was like, "Yeah, you know what, guys? They're right."
He watched the final cut of the movie. He's like, got to that part and went, "Damn, I can see it."
Yeah,
We gotta cut it out, boys.
that's all I can see is him flying with his fucked up. So, just skip this one. You ain't losing anything on this.
No.
I really don't. We've ended up talking more about everything around this movie than this movie, just because this movie had nothing in it.
Nothing.
That was grand.
Again, like I said, this movie should have came out 21. 4 years ago is when it should have came out and build.
Yeah, and then the post credit scene was just about Secret Wars, right?
Building towards Doomsday and Secret Wars.
So,
and we got 3 more movies before that comes out. What a build up! Can't wait for that big cinematic movie.
So you guys, let us know if you watched it. Are we too hard on it?
If you loved it, tell us why you loved it.
Like, I don't even think I could go in. Listen, in all honesty, I always try to go into a movie and not put any precursor on it. Like, I always try to go in with an open mind. Like, I'm just here to have fun and watch it.
Yep.
Now, at some points of it, some of the comic book stuff does kick in for me. I'm like, that's not how it went.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I can sit there and try to be like enamored by what I'm seeing. And it just, in the first 15 minutes of this, like I said, the blocky choreography, the choppy acting, the poor CGI, it's cringy.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't DCU cringy. Like The Flash. When he's getting super fake CGI babies and putting them in microwaves.
Yeah. That was...
It was better than that.
Yeah.
But not much.
Not much. I would say not much. I think I'm still hanging... I think
at this point...
over a Cap right now with that one.
I think at this point, Dakota Johnson could be Captain America.
She probably could. She'd be down for it.
All right, guys. That's it for this first in-person one. Well, it's together. The other ones, of course, are across.
Yeah.
Across River Pod.
Yep. Riverside.
Yep. And so, yeah, it's fun. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Yep.
Subscribe, follow, like, share, tell your friends, post flyers. Get the word out.
Tell us what you want us to review. If there's something that we need to fix.
Get us in with some directors.
Yeah.
Send it to your director friends. Look, these guys fucking trashing you. Like,
yeah.
They said they could do it better. Just the end part, like watching it. I'm not talking directing or anything like that. No, I'm not saying that I got that fucking skill set.
I think we could do it.
I don't know, man.
Anyone can do it now. You gotta think about that.
Right. I mean,
anyone's picking up a camera and just recording.
28 years later, it's a fucking iPhone. So
yeah,
hell, we got one right here. Let's do it. We'll do 29 years later. All right, guys. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Later.